Great afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. So excited to be each and every one of this great, beautiful, lovely, exciting Friday. I hope that your week was just awesome. It was all you wanted it to be. I hope that your week was great. I hope that you got to have a really fantastic. You have some things that you could be grateful for. You can be excited about. I'm your girl, the Tish LaCroix, T LaCroix, actually known in some arenas as Jersey. That's a story for another day. I'm excited to be with you on today. Y'all know we do our preliminaries as always. I want to say welcome to F Friday. Right, you guys say what's an to F Friday, right? And so y'all know we every week we have come up with an F word. This week is a little different, so y'all go with me a little bit. We've had some great different things happen, and so I'm excited about it. I want you to know that we are going to have some special guests on this show. We're working on some different things. I just am learning for myself. I am a person who's like, I want to be probably honest and perfection. I want to be perfect, and I realize perfection is the demise of even success, because you are waiting for the perfect moment. You're waiting for the perfect setting or for the perfect time. You want things to be a certain way in order for you to start. And I'm reminded as I go back and look at old videos, as I go back and I look at different things, I'm reminded that we all had to start somewhere. And really, I'm understanding it better now that people want to see your growth. People want to see you grow. People want to see you move from level to level and space. Like, wow, I remember when, in a good way. Some people hold you back to the remembrance and it'd be in a bad way. But I'm excited about it. Just, some changes we're making as I see things. Okay, we're going to move this. We're going to change this. We're going to move this around. And so I'm excited about it. So welcome to F Fridays. A couple other things I want to let y'all all know as well. Like I said, special guests are going to be coming. We're working on some different graphics and different things that we can air those shows come out. So we're playing around with the time. I think that F Fridays will probably air at noon Eastern Standard Time, just like it aired, just like what's the other show we do? My Two Cents and Tea will officially air at noon. I want to catch y'all at lunchtime. I want to catch y'all in the middle of the day when you're taking a break and all that good stuff. And then y'all may not know this, but we also have what's called Game Changers Moments. So that airs at 6 o'clock in the evening time. And then of course we have Think About It Thursday. So that's what I posted. So yesterday I posted something about our fight to win. And if you're in a fight, we're all in a fight, we're all in a battle, but are you fighting to win is the question. So definitely definitely want you to know that we're coming on. We're excited. I'm going to be doing a little more things, when a thought comes, you gotta write it down because you're gonna forget. Okay. So many great things happening, so many great things going on. So I thank y'all. I so for appreciate. I have a heart of gratitude just to be able to come on here and see that I'm touching somebody or that someone's getting. It's not really about me. I'm saying what's it about. That when you walk away from these, you're like, I didn't think about it that way. I didn't, really that came up for me. And so Fridays are a great day that we talk about different things, because I know people they call them fun Fridays. They call them fruitful Fridays. We got some different ones we're doing. We're doing some family Fridays, some friendship Fridays. I got some special guests coming. We're just figuring out some different things that we could talk about on Forgiveness Friday. Oh, that's going to be good on Forgiveness Friday. That's going to be good. But I'm just really letting you know that Fridays is a great day, right? And so we're excited about what this show does. I just want to have a little fun. I said it to my son, and he was like, "Yeah, mom, that'd be different." Because people are like, "What is F Friday?" It's like F Friday. And so before I get into our topic today, I want to go over a couple other things. Y'all, I encourage you. I would love for you to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I told my son, get back to Twitter. He's like, you better get with it, lady. But at the Tish LaCroix. Also, I'm on TikTok, and everybody knows I call it TikTok. But TikTok at the Tish LaCroix as well. I want y'all to be, I'm pulling up my followers, getting it together. And the kids are working. So y'all want y'all to already have y'all notifications on. So when I post that first thing, I'll be like, girl, I'm let y'all know in advance now. So because I'm gonna put y'all this warning right now. All right. Hi, it's my fun self over on TikTok. I'm gonna say it all week, so y'all have a clear mind. It's my fun self over on TikTok. It is not Tish being serious. It's not none of that. I'm just having my fun self. So if you feel you can handle my fun self, I advise you not to. I'm just being honest, right? No, I want you to get your hopes up. You be like, oh my gosh, it's my fun self over on my fun self on TikTok. Have fun with my kids. They're the best. I love my children. What else? Oh, these are being pulled down as we speak. So starting October 1, we started pulling these down. So you can go over to not Facebook, excuse me. You can go over to YouTube and catch all the replays. We have playlists over there you can play. Make sure y'all subscribe. Now listen, I need y'all subscribing to the channel because my son swears up and down that he should have more followers, subscribers than me. He should have more views than me. And I'm just like, but people love me. So we're this little like semi unspoken competition. It's unspoken in this house. And so we're definitely competing. I don't know how we did that, but we are. So I need y'all to definitely subscribe to the channel. I need y'all to watch the replays. If you don't miss them over here, watch the replays. Definitely over there. You can catch all the F Fridays, all the engagement moments. Only you can't catch is like Talk About Thursdays, but you can catch all the replays of the shows over there. And of course, we might be posting things fun from our family. I'm going to be filming and taping. So I'm just excited to share a little piece of me on YouTube. So that's that. What else I got going on? Store's going to open soon. We're working on some extra products so you can get your gear. Yeah, get your Game Changers gear. Get your, what other gear we got, y'all? For the whatisim TV watchers, you can get your mugs and I'm working on this tea box, y'all. I told y'all over there, I'm not gonna talk about here, but I'm not talking about I'm on tea, but we gotta have some products going on. So when that launches, you'll see the link will appear right now. It says coming soon. And then I know I put on there, I teach a little something, but just helping people out a little bit. I'm excited. Let's get in this F Fridays. Today's topic is finally I understand it now. Finally, I understand now. I'm going to a little deep story, and I want you just to kind of go with me a little bit, just kind of hear, things are happening. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, like I said yesterday, you're in a fight, but are you fighting to win? It is a constant fight. Do I get up out of bed? It's a constant fight. Do I do this? And if I make the wrong decision, it's a constant fight. My thoughts. Am I good enough? Am I doing all these things? And so last week Saturday, my daughter has this pack and play. I don't know why she even likes this thing anymore. It is rickety, it's raggedy. She just she just loves it. I don't know. And so last week Saturday, I've done it before, but now she's a little older, about to be 2. I got in the pack and play with her, right? And she thought it was the funniest thing ever. Okay, thought it was the funniest thing ever. And so she actually, sorry, I don't know if they keep it saying. She actually I was playing with me while I was in it. Now y'all know I'm tall, so we're gonna pack and play, right? As adults, we like, child, how y'all sit in these things? But it's meant for little people. So I sat in the pack and play with her, and she was cracking up. She thought it was the funniest thing for me to be in there. And I was like, okay, Chloe, I'm done being in here. So I got up and I got out the pack and play. And she made a scene, and I'm like, why is she making a scene? And so I'm thinking maybe she wants to get out the pack and play. And then she's like, no, lady. Basically, she's telling me she wanted me to get back in the pack and play with her. So I get back in the pack and play. And in my process of trying to get out again, play a little bit, we tip it over. Okay. So we tip it over. And I fall out. She gets out and she's like trying to lift my legs and put me back in the pack and play. Okay. So in that moment, I realized, right, that she didn't care if I was a multimillionaire. She didn't care if we were broken behind on our bills. She didn't care that people on Facebook or Instagram followed me. She didn't care that I may not be popular. She didn't care that, my past is my past and things that I've done over there. She didn't care, that people didn't like me, or she didn't care that I didn't accomplish all of my goals. She didn't care that this may be cut off. She didn't care. I'm speaking of some things that kids don't care about. She didn't care that I was under the pressure and the stress I was under. She didn't care that I had things I needed to complete. She didn't care that people were watching me and that people may be spitting on me. She didn't care. She didn't care that I may have been battling depression or maybe battling low self-esteem. She didn't care about none of that. All she cared about was that I was present in the moment, and I was in this pack and play with her, and she got to be with mommy. Because as I was sitting there, she come and she lay on me and she said, we watch TV in the back and play. I mean, she could barely see. I could barely see the thing to see the TV, but we were there together. That's what she cared about. Let me fast forward a couple days. I'm going to put this in perspective. Like, I finally understand it now. I finally understand it now. I finally have the clarity that I need. So fast forward to Tuesday, this week. Tuesday. This was a busy week. Let me look at the calendar. No, I take that back. Let's fast forward to Wednesday this week, Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Wednesday, I get up. My husband had surgery, so I got up and I went with him I had to take him to the doctor. Now, I laugh. Yeah, there's a TikTok that my son did about me that I don't drive. That's a whole, I'll put that on Funny Friday. Y'all can, the things that my kids say about me. So I have to drive him where he needs because he can't drive. So we get there and the doctor's telling us exactly what needs to happen with my husband's arm. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I had to take my baby to my aunt's house so that somebody could watch because she couldn't go to the doctor. So that morning I got up and my daughter she was warm. Now, in the mindset of a mom who knows that during this time in her age group, they're teething, they get a fever. Weren't really thinking much about it, so got her dressed. My son dropped her off, and cool. I was like, I'm gonna pick her up after I finish my morning meeting. I'm going on this now. You understand? I finally understand it. I understand it better now. So, y'all, so we go to my husband's appointment. I had to have a meeting. I finished the meeting. We stop by the grocery store, and we're talking about my children. Their birthdays are literally all in the month of October, like technically. So, yeah. So we so we go to the grocery store. I pick up some stuff, and we're talking about birthday cakes. We're like, yeah, we got to get them each a cake because we don't even share a cake, but all the names on one cake is just too much. And we're talking this through as we head over to get my daughter. My aunt says to me, she says, listen, she was warm today. She really didn't eat a whole lot. She threw up. She had a banana. She spit it up. She really didn't want that. And then she just was warm. She said she felt a little warm and she wanted me to hold her. Now, let me put in perspective my daughter. My daughter's a daddy's girl, like a real daddy's girl. My husband was with me when we went to go get her. Daddy's girl. Y'all hear me? She see me, cool. She see her daddy, bump you lady, I'm going to my daddy. And my daughter decides she wants to be up on me. Now, most kids, and if you're a mom, you understand the mama, if they love their daddy like that, the mama, we good for when you sick and you hungry, you want something. Like, I don't feel too good on be up under my mama. I'm hungry be up under my mama. That's just what they do, right? They want with their mama. So I get her. And I'm holding her. I'm like, baby, you feel warm? Not thinking much of it. So I'm putting her shoes on. Okay. I'm putting it in perspective. I put on her shoes on and my baby hits the floor. Okay. My baby hits the floor and I'm thinking, what's going on? And she's looking at me and I pick her up and my baby comes to have a seizure. Okay. And in the midst of this, my husband is like, because she does this thing sometimes she's playing around. I was like, okay, well, maybe. And no, this was a real full out, we're having a seizure right now. And so as I know to do, y'all hear what I'm telling you, as I know to do, we take her to the hospital, nearest hospital where we are. She's the time to get there. She's having a seizure. There's other things that are happening. My husband's on the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm trying to stay in a sane mind because I'm driving and we're headed to this hospital. We get there. My husband goes in and I'm in the car. As I pulled them up, I'm in the car. And many may say, well, Tish, you should have ran in. I'm like, I know my husband. If you know my husband, him running in, he gonna move furniture. All right. So he goes in and I'm in the car. I'm on the phone with one of his moms and she's like, where are you? I'm in the process of doing what I know to do, which is I'm calling the people that I know are gonna get on the wall and they're gonna pray. So while they're praying, while I got the squad doing what they know to do, she's saying to me, I need you to get up and I need you to go into this hospital. So we go into the hospital and literally I asked them because I'm looking like where they at. And so long story short, we get to the back and I'm telling you, we get to the room. They have her hooked up and they're doing all this stuff. And y'all, let me tell you, in the moment of me sitting there, right? In the moment of me sitting there, as the people come in, they're gonna make sure the bill is paid. And I roll back to where I was just playing with my daughter in her pack and play. Like this, y'all, this happened so quick. Like it wasn't y'all, she's been sick all week. No, like literally the night before, this joker was tumbling around, turning on light switches, and all that stuff. And I understand it as I was sitting in there and she wanted me to lay in the bed with her. So I'm laying in bed and we just having a conversation. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, my kid. Like, I'm not that person. Like, y'all have to understand. My friends even say, like, I'm not the one you call when you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm not that person. Like, I'm the person you call when we want to solve the problem, right? They know that about me. And so as I was laying in the bed with my daughter, and I'm giving, this is not to be this is for you to get perspective, right? That I understand it better now. That everything I've done up until this point, that everything I battled up until this point, put in perspective that the freedom that I desire. See, we think that being a millionaire or having money or, where money is not an issue. Let me say it like that. Where money is not an issue is the most, oh, it's a status to wear. It is a status to be like, oh my gosh, I made it and I'm rocking, the latest fashion. And it has nothing to do with that. But the fact that I'm in the hospital with my daughter and I don't have to think about or worry about, did the mortgage get paid, or do we have enough for this, or do we have enough for that, or can we do this, or what if I can't show up for work? Like I worked a traditional job. Like I understood it was like where if I miss 3 days and I don't have no PTO, I don't have no sick time saved up, those days are lost. Or what if they don't even offer that to me? If I miss any of these hours, that 40-hour check now becomes a 20-hour check. I understand that the grind and the hard work was not to miss the moments. See, many of us are missing the moments. We're not present in the moment. Like the moment I spent, what if the moment I spent with my daughter in her pregnant was our last moment together? Like, what if that, right? What if, that I bypass the moments, the things that we take for granted, the things that we say, you know what? Well, it's not the big, I didn't fly them private to a private island. I didn't do that. So the moment I get to walk downtown with them to the Soda City market, I don't cherish the moment because to some it's just so little. But I got to do that with them. And my son said to me, he said, "Ma, this was fun. Like because I understand the moment. I finally understand it better now. These moments that we're creating. See, it's not about the bigger Christmas tree. It's not about the fancier car. It's not about whether or not I gave him or them the best the newest Xbox or the greatest Jordans. It's not about money. The money afforded me the opportunity to sit inside of the hospital room and be present with my kid. The money afforded me the opportunity to sit in the pack and play with my kid. It gave me the time that I normally would have been working eight. Listen, I used to manage a store. I remember my son having to be with me in the store. Yeah, I didn't have no babysitter. He had to be with me in the store. I was working 80 hours to save payroll. I worked so much, I was sick. I was at the job sick. It took a lady who managed a different store. She managed the Nags Head location. I'll never forget it. And she called me and she said, "Girl, you in there sick?" I said, "No." She said to me, "I'm gonna tell you something. You die tomorrow, that store's still gonna open with or without you." She put it in perspective for me that I'm not gonna get this time back with my son. And I'm not saying not to work. I'm saying you have forgotten that, you have so many skills and talents. You have forgotten that people are bringing you opportunities that frees up your time, but yet money still comes to you because you understand the law of attraction, or you understand the law of reciprocity. You understand the law, as far as I know, of giving. It's a perspective thing. It's a understanding thing. Now, let me say this right here. Now, if I told the people who was praying with my family, my sister, that I love them so much, that my daughter that night, y'all, wanted potato chips, and I gave them to her. Yes, I did. I gave them potato chips. That's what she wanted. And this joker was running around. I'm like, "Bruh, we just got out the hospital, bruh." And she's like running around hours in the night. I'm back up. She's having a moment. We have to deal with that. And now we're back to the doctor. And he's trying to figure out what's happening. But I would have been like, if it was like 10 years ago, no, you must have been 13. So if it was like 15 years ago and I had to work and my mom would have been focused on, "Nah, if I miss these hours, how we going to eat tomorrow?" Like the stress, the pressure, the worry that comes with that. I ain't telling nobody to quit their job. Let me tell you what I am telling you. It's a perspective. I understand it better now. I'm not going to get these moments back. And so I got up this morning, y'all. I got up this morning like, you know what, sis? It's grind time. You know what, sis? It's focus time. You know what, sis? It is a time that you now really, really sold out, believe in you. Because I like that freedom. I'ma always work. That's not the argument, but I want you to put in perspective today that what if I didn't have to just spend time with my kids on the weekends? What if I could spend time with them on a Monday? on a Tuesday. And we called our daughter last night. She was on FaceTime and Wayne was there. So when it's just the moments we have together. I love them so much. And so we're together in that moment. She was on the phone. We was laughing, joking, and they like I can't money can't buy that, but money can afford that. Let me say it again. Money can't buy that, but money can afford that. It's not a worship of money. It's not saying just to say I got like being a seven-figure earner, just to say that don't mean nothing. What means is that am I taking that access? Am I taking the resources? Am I taking the opportunity to create something much bigger, not just for my family, but for other families too? Or am I going to be selfish just to say, well, y'all look at me, look at me, look at me. No, look at me. No, look at me. I bought them this and that. No, I don't know. That ain't what this about. When you see people writing checks, do you get upset? Like, oh man, it don't cost all that. Or why did they do this? Like, no, I don't. And I used to be one of those people. I was like, oh well, I wouldn't pay for all that. But you know what? That ain't even my conversation. I didn't really think about things I've been saying. Like, is it? And we're reading this book, y'all. Y'all gotta get it. It's called The Blessed Life. It was saying that we have three categories. I'm telling you, I finally understand it now. And three is that we either have a prideful life, a prideful life, a poverty life, or a comparison life. Like we compare ourselves to other people. And I was telling my son, I said, he said, well, mom, when it comes, I said, sports is one thing. That's not good. But here's the thing that when people say, and I'm using basketball because it just came to my mind, we say, oh, LeBron compared to Michael Jordan, or when they used to compare Kobe, like my thing is that's their game. It's a measure. No, he's listening. I look at you for mentorship, but at the end of the day, my goal is to be the better version of myself. I'm playing the best game for LeBron, the best game for Kobe, whatever it looks like, because Michael Jordan's training plan is totally different from my training plan. It's a different person living a different thing, and we compare ourselves to what everybody else is doing and not honing into the best qualities of who we are. This ain't a preaching message. I just want you to really think like, I want to give my kids the best version of me. And let me tell you something. True stuff. My children do not remember. They probably do remember things I bought and all that stuff. But I'm going to tell you what they cherish. William still talks about the day we had lobster, macaroni, and cheese in a rail car. It's like a rail car restaurant in Massachusetts. We actually were talking about we need to go back to Massachusetts again. We went up there for my grad. Let me tell y'all, we drove 13 hours. My husband, I ain't gonna tell you what happened, but we drove 13 hours from them to see me walk across the stage. And literally, we spent one night. Literally, we did a turnaround of 13 hours. But you know what? He don't know about that. He thinks about, well, we was at that apple orchard and we took pictures in front of the farm sign and we got to see an area none of us had ever been to Massachusetts at that point. And I was like, well, up north, just like down south, it's just cold up here, right? We never been that far. We spent one night in one room together just for them to see me walk across that stage. And then we went and saw the apples and we ate dinner in this place. And we didn't have, to be honest with y'all, we didn't have the money to take that trip. But that's what he talks about. He talks about the things we've done as a family. Hey, Mom, remember we went up there and we was with Alicia and she did such and like, yeah, it was like, that's what they talk about. Remember, like, we were just talking last night about Christmas and we were like, this is the plan. And they were like, yeah, remember we had that food concert, everybody cooked the meal. And so this year you have to do a one dish meal. Like it has everything to be in one dish, right? And then we won't like those are the things they talk about. But I cannot create those memories in those moments if I am stressing money. If I'm distracted, if I'm not present, if I'm stressed, if I'm depressed, if I'm focused on others, if I'm worried, you cannot create these loving moments because at the moment they are over, let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to go back and you're going to be like, oh gosh, now you have anxiety. That's why I've seen people go on vacation, have a great time on the outside. But I know from experience on the inside, you're worried that when I get home, how much I have to have in the bank or how much I have to do in order for me to be able to maintain what we have, because it is not being honest with who we are. And when I say, you know what, I got to tap into places and areas of the power of multiplication because I've been eating my seed. I finally understand it better now. I'm not chasing money, I'm chasing freedom. I'm not chasing money, I'm chasing moments. Maybe I'm going to be two one time. And so this morning I got up And I thought about it today. I got an event with a client today. I have so to go pick up something for my husband, and that's one of my biggest goals. Like anybody know me, they like Letitia. I love him, and one of my biggest goals is to take that pressure off of other things we have to take care of, like to really to see him like we're good. So, with that being said, as he's come to my door and I'm looking at him, with that being said, I want you to finally understand it now. I want to bring you opportunities. I want to bring you places. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was telling the team, we're not looking for anybody who want like I got a tissue trade. Yes, I do still trade. Yes, I'm still learning this space. It's something to learn every day in the financial space. I'm telling you, I'm getting outside of my box for myself. I know how to do a lot of things, but I also understand I am very focused and very direct on what I know I've been called my hands to do. And I understand that every moment and every turn that I'm putting time in, that I build from there. There was a time, William, I tell you, we spent one night somewhere. We went for the day trip. That was our family vacation for the day. And that is built up to things I've got to experience with them. That wants something to happen overnight. But I understand that your hands have things you can do. There's active income and there's passive income. There's income that you're in a position where you can make with your hands, and there's income you don't figure out how to multiply it, right? And so I told the team, we're doing something special. I'm just saying this, just being honest with all of you. When I understood that I could be the lender and the lender, when I understood that I could invest and not take away from what I'm already doing, meaning that many of you, I have great friends who love what they're doing. I'm not telling you to stop doing, because I'm not going to stop being an event talent manager. I'm not going to stop. I love my clients. I love what I do. I love negotiating deals. Y'all understand? I'll be at the table like, no, we need 10,000. And we like, I love that. But I also want to take my fun when I'm traveling. I also want to say, when I'm going, y'all going too. I also want to be in a position where I can do all those things. I have people that I know need me to help take care of them. There's going to be some people that just want you for the money. And that's okay. I'm okay to give it to you. It ain't mine anyway. So I'm okay to give it to you. I understand the perspective. But I also saying when opportunity comes, you may not understand it. You may not know what you're doing. But you know what, though? The fact that you took a chance on you and you say, you know what? No matter what happens, I don't have no regrets. That's another thing I finally understand. So when I tell people, listen, digital currency is real. If people are really making no income plans and everything, people are really seeing growth. They're able to do stuff. You look like, I got a tracker like, God, you use me. There's some people I know who quit their jobs. I know people who have done certain things. And when I say quit their job, I mean quit what they didn't really want to do anyway, but get to enjoy what they really want to do. Because if you love it, you ain't working anyway. And so we connected them. We're not together. We're buying and holding together. We're purchasing NFTs together. We're growing a portfolio. Why? Because now I'm in a place where I can really have the freedom that I want. When I say I'm gonna work till I die, it's not as I'm gonna be like slave over, hunched over, broke down work. No, but I'm probably work till I die. But it's not gonna be that kind of what y'all think when I say work. So I want you to really put in perspective on this Friday as I go. My daughter is doing wonderful. If I told y'all if I showed y'all what she did the other day, yesterday, last night, we having some, she's still, still coming out and still things going on. But I was like, bro, these people gonna think I'm telling the story that my baby was feeling good or something that happened. But I believe God is a truly a miracle worker. And so I'm grateful I have a heart of gratitude, but I understand it better now that I do all I do to not miss the moments, to cherish the moments. We look at moments like, oh, you got to take them to the Bahamas. That's a great moment. Don't get me wrong, my family loves vacation. But what about the moments where we were just playing dominoes at the table? What about the moments where we just went to the free market downtown just to be together? And I didn't have to worry about, is this going to get paid? Is that going to get paid? Is that going to get paid? I ain't thinking about that. Because finances, honestly, if finances, I'm telling you, many of us, if finances wasn't the argument, like if we was good financially, it will kill 80% of y'all work. Like y'all can focus on forgiveness. Y'all can focus on love. Y'all can focus on healing your broken heart. You can focus on you can focus on many of your relations, but money has covered all things you really need to work on, which is yourself. I'm just being honest with you. I'm talking about Tish. That's where I was. So now I'm serving the people. I'm really partnering with people who like say, Tish, I love what I do. I'm just trying to grow it so I can leave something for them. I really want to leave them something. Insurance policies ain't enough. I want to leave them something greater that's going to keep on keeping on. I put the link down there. It's actually different parts to this company that I'm with. I put one of them down there. But really, when it comes to the digital currency space, I want y'all to reach out. I think I'm gonna put a link in here where it talks to, you can actually schedule a call with me and we can have a conversation. Because we did it last night with somebody, me and the squad got on, and it was really, really good that we talked to them. And I didn't put this, I don't have to sell you nothing, because at the end of the day, let me tell y'all something about me, straight up. As I'm being my circle self, that shout out to my goal coach, being my circle self, and I ain't in no box. At the end of the day, my job is to open the door. If you walk in or don't walk in, it don't stop what I'm about to do. It don't stop what I am doing. It don't stop what I'm going to do. It don't stop anything for me. It don't. But I would be wrong not to tell you. I would be wrong not to show you. I'm going to make you think about it. You want the moments. You want the moments. My baby had junk food. But you know I don't care. Because what if my baby had junk food? So I'm going to leave it at that. I love y'all so much. Have a great Friday. I want you to finally understand it better now. That the focus should be whatever that focus is for you. I know my focus is really, defining moments that my children will talk about with my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, my great-great-great-great-grandchildren. Living my healthiest life. I finally understand it better now. I want a long, healthy life. I finally understand that forgiveness is so powerful and it frees me. I finally that I'm not making this money and pushing money for me to be just saying I got it going on, because real wealth don't speak anyway. Old money don't talk. I'm telling you, old money make moves. Old money does not talk. But it's so that I can set up my family for success, that my lineage is long, that I can have moments with them, and I'm not worried about what's happening next, because we got it. We good. And I can help another family do the very same thing. And I can share my spoils. I can enjoy my husband. I love y'all so much. Remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose. Have a great weekend. I love y'all. Let's connect. Let's grow together, that we understand it better now. This is a great life, and freedom is